You have cause, so we all have joy. For our escape is much beyond our loss. But for the miracle of our preservation, few in millions can speak like us. Then wisely, good sir, weigh our sorrow with our comfort.
Really? Peace.
He takes comfort like cold porridge.
The visitor will not give him over so.
Look, he's winding up the watch of his wit. By and by it will strike.
Sir.
One. Tell.
When every grief is entertained that's offered, comes to the entertainer.
$1.
Dolor comes to him. Indeed, you spoke truer than you purposed.
You've taken it wiselier than I meant you should.
Therefore, my lord.
Right, what a spendthrift is he of his tongue, eh?
I prithee, spare.
Well, I have done.
He will be talking.
But yet,
A wager?
A match.
though this island seemed to be desert,
So you're paid.
uninhabitable and almost inaccessible,
Yes.
yet
He could not miss it.
it must needs be of subtle, tender, and delicate temperance.
Temperance was a delicate wit.
Aye, and a subtle, as he most learnedly delivered.
The air breathes upon us here most sweetly.
As if it had lungs and rotten ones.
Or it were perfumed by a fin.
Here is everything advantageous to life.
True, save means to live.
Of that there's none, or little.
How lush and lusty the grass looks. How green.
The ground indeed is tawny.
With an eye of greenness?
He misses not much.
No, he doth but mistake the truth totally.
But the rarity of it is, which is indeed almost beyond credit,
As many vouched rarities are.
that our garments, being as they were, drenched in the sea, hold, notwithstanding, their freshness and glosses.
If one of his pockets could speak, will I not say he lies?
Aye, or very falsely pocket up his report.
Aye.
Why? In good time.
Sir, we were talking that our garments seem now as fresh as when we put them on first in Africa, at the marriage of the king's fair daughter, Claribel.
'Twas a sweet marriage, and we prosper well in our return.
What impossible matter will he make easy next?
I think he will take this island home in his pocket, and give it his son for an apple.
And sowing the kernels of it in seed brings forth more islands.
Aye.
In good time. Good time.
Sir, is not my doublet as fresh as the first day I put it on? I mean, in a sort.
That sort was well fished for.
When I wore it at your daughter's wedding.
You cram these words into my ears against the stomach of my sense. Would that I never married my daughter there, for coming thence, my son is lost. And by my red cheek too, who is so far from Italy removed, I ne'er again shall see her. O thou mine heir, of Naples and of Milan, what strange fish has made his meal of thee?
Sir, he may live. I saw him beat the surges under them and ride upon their backs. He trod the water whose enmity he flung aside and breasted the surge most swollen that met him, and oared himself with his good arms in lusty stroke to shore. I not doubt he came alive to land.
No, he's gone.
Sir, you may thank yourself for this great loss that would not bless our Europe with your daughter, but rather lose her to an African, where she at least is banished from your eye, who hath cause to wet the grief on it.
Really? Peace.
You were kneeled to and importuned otherwise by all of us, and by the fair soul herself, weighed between loathness and obedience, at which end of the beam should bow. We have lost your son, I fear forever. The fault's your own.
So is the dearest of the loss.
My lady Sebastian, the truth you speak doth lack some gentleness and time to speak it. You rub the sore when you should bring the plaster.
Very well.
And most certainly.
It is foul weather in us all, good sir, when you are cloudy.
Foul weather.
Very foul.
Had I plantation of this isle, and were the king on it, what would I do?
Escape being drunk for want of wine.
In the Commonwealth, I would by contraries execute all things. For no kind of traffic would I admit. No name of magistrate, letters should not be known. Riches, poverty, and use of service, none. Contract, succession, born, bound of land, tilth, vineyard, none. No use of metal, corn, or wine, or oil. No occupation. All men idle, all, and women too. Innocent and pure. No sovereignty.
Yet he'd be king on it.
The letter end of his commonwealth forgets the beginning.
All things in common nature should produce, without sweat or endeavor. Treason, felony, sword, pike, knife, gun, or need of any engine, would I not have. But nature should bring forth of its own kind to feed my innocent people.
No marrying among his subjects.
No woman, all idle, whores and knaves.
I would govern with such perfection, sir, to excel the golden age.
God save his majesty.
Long live Gonzalo.
And do you mark me, sir?
I prithee, no more. Thou dost talk nothing to me.
I well do believe, your highness. I did it to minister occasion to these nobles, who are of such sensible and nimble lungs that they always use to laugh at nothing.
'Twas you we laughed at.
Who in this merry kind of fooling am nothing to you. So you may continue and laugh at nothing still.
What a blow was there given.
And it had not fallen flat long.
You are brave nobles. You would lift the moon out of her sphere if she would continue in it 5 weeks without changing.
We would so, and then go a bat-fowling.
Nay, good my lord, be not angry.
No, I warrant you. I will not adventure my discretion so weakly. Will you blast me in sleep? I'm very, very heavy.
Go, sleep, and hear us.
What? So soon asleep? I wish mine eyes would with themselves shut up my thoughts. I find they are inclined to do so.
Please you, sir, do not omit the heavy offer of it. It seldom visits sorrow, when it doth it is a comforter.
We too, my lord, will guard your person while you take your rest, and watch your safety.
Thank you. Wondrous, heavy.
What strange drowsiness possesses them?
It is the quality of the climate.
Why doth it not then our eyelids sink? I find not myself disposed to sleep.
Nor I. My spirits are nimble. They fell together as by a consent. They dropped as by a thunderstroke. What might? What is Sebastian? Oh, what might? No more. And yet, methinks I see in thy face what thou shouldst be. The occasion speaks thee, and my strong imagination sees a crown dropping upon thy head.
What? Art thou
Do
waking?
you not hear me speak?
I do, and surely it is a sleepy language, and thou speakest out of thy sleep.
No.
What is it thou didst say?
Noble Sebastian, thou letst thy fortune sleep, die rather winkst, while thou art waking.
Thou dost snore distinctly. There's meaning in thy snores.
I am all serious in my custom. You must be so too if he'd me which to do troubles thee over.
Prithee, say on. The setting of thine eye and cheek proclaim a matter from thee, and a birth, indeed, which throws thee much to yield.
Thus, lady, this lord shall be of as little memory when he is erst. Professes to persuade the king his son's alive. Ha! 'Tis as impossible that he's undrowned, and he that sleeps here swims.
I have no hope that he is undrowned.
Oh, out of that no hope. What great hope have you? Will you grant with me that Ferdinand is drowned?
He's gone.
Then tell me, who's the next heir of Naples?
Clarabelle.
She that is Queen of Tunis. She that dwells 10 leagues beyond man's life. She that from whom we were all sea swallowed, though some cast again. And by that destiny to perform an act, whereof what's past is prologue, what to come in yours and mine discharge.
How say you? 'Tis true my brother's daughter is Queen of Tunis. So is she heir to Naples. Twixt regions there is some space.
A space whose every Cupid seems to cry out, how shall that Clarabelle measure us back to Naples? Keep in Tunis, and let Sebastia awake. Say, this were death that now has seized them. Why, there are no worse than now they are. There'll be that can rule Naples as well as he that sleeps. Lords that can prate as amply and unnecessarily as does Gonzalo. I myself can make a chaff off his deep chat. Oh, ye bold the mind that I do. What a great sleep were this for your advancement. Do you understand me?
Methinks I do.
And how does your content tender your own good fortune?
I remember you did supplant your sister Prospera.
True. And look how well my garments sit upon me. Much fitter than before. My sister's servants were then my fellows. Now they are my men.
But for your conscience?
Our lady, well as that. I feel not this dainty in my bosom. 20 consciences stand twixt me and Milan. Here lies your brother, no better than the earth he lies upon, whom I, with this obedient steel, can lay to bed forever, whilst you doing thus to the perpetual wing for aid, might put this ancient morsel, this Sir Prudence, who should not upbraid our course. For the rest, they'll take suggestion as a cat laps milk. They'll tell the clock to any business who we say befeats the hour.
Thy case, dear friend, shall be my precedent. As thou gottest Milan, I'll come by Naples. Draw thy sword, one stroke shall free thee from the tribute which thou payest, and I, the queen, shall love thee.
Draw together. And when I rear my hand, do you the like to fall it on Gonzalo?
Oh, but one word.
My mistress, through her art, foresees the danger that you, her friend, are in, and sends me forth, for else her project dies, to keep them living. But let us both be sudden.